our comments have exploded through the roof. So there you go.
Oh, right. Well, welcome back.
We landed the plane.
We did.
Or successful takeoff.
Sure.
We land the plane at 3:00.
We're pedaling the bike here on this episode. We've got some minor technological things in the background. Shouldn't matter to you, though, because you're just going to get the full audio visual experience. We're not flying with full audio, but that's okay. We don't need that to land an airplane or have a podcast show.
We can hear ourselves.
We can hear ourselves. We can hear our guests, which is fantastic. And so I'm Jeff. This is Ben. We'll get to our guests here in just a minute. Welcome back to Lancaster Connects every Monday at 2:00. Thank you so much for being one of our watchers and subscribers. And if you haven't yet, make sure you click the subscribe button, follow button, like button, wherever you might be watching this, because we come to you in a full social media live stream TV experience. So wherever that experience matters to you, please hit that button and we can get to you every week at 2:00 because that's when we do the show. Lancaster Connects is all about having a spotlight on our local community, great charities, great people doing good for the community. And we've got a great group here with us today for that. We start off with a mattress buying tip each week since the show is hosted by Gardner's Mattress and More right here in the Lancaster Connect studio in Gardner's Mattress and More. And my mattress tip for you, I just had this conversation with a customer today. You know, they have a mattress that's 4 years old and they're not loving it. And it would seem like not much is going to have them love it because they bought a new frame. They got a new box spring foundation. They got new pillows at the time and even new sheets, and it's just not working. And there was something in between purchasing that in this visit today where they brought that up that probably just affects their sleep, just impacts the way they feel and the way they wake up in the morning. And the question there is, well, how long should a mattress last? And really that's a good question, but a better question is to think about it. This mattress no longer serves me. And that sucks after 4 years, right? No matter the investment level, you do want to wake up well, you want to wake up happy, refreshed, restored. But sometimes no matter what you invest, that just doesn't happen for the duration you might expect. So the question is, and the tip is, how much longer of that will you put up with, right? You know, if you were making active choices in your health that your heart doctor said, you keep doing this, you're gonna have a heart attack. Your brain doctor would say, you keep doing this, you're gonna stroke out.
Yep.
Right. You would probably stop.
I would think that's a logical course of action.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so too. And so same thing goes with sleep. Sleep powers everything. Sleep restores your body overnight, flushes your toxins, your brain reboots. You know, we would always plug in our cell phone at night and we wouldn't knowingly, purposefully leave it unplugged when it's at 7%.
No.
So
no, you get an alert.
Right. Yeah. If you're
then you start panicking.
Yeah. So if your mattress is quote unquote leaving you unplugged, uncharged, why would you continue to sleep on that one?
Yeah.
For 6 more years, because you should get 10 years of use out of it.
Great point.
Right. And so that's my tip, just for you to kind of think about how you approach mattress shopping. We've got a great event going on with our New Year's new sleep sale. And you can check all that out at gardnersmattressandmore.com/sales. But with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ben to introduce our guests.
Are we going to do the wheel spin?
Yeah, we are.
We didn't talk about the wheel spin with our guest.
Well, you can do that now.
All right. So every week on Lancaster Connects, we have our guests spin the wheel. There's not a physical wheel here. Chris controls the wheel on the screen. All we ask our guests to do is spin that. You can do whatever you'd like, but we want one of you or both of you coordinated to say, spin that wheel. Whatever the wheel lands on, any watcher or listener of this show will get that deal for this entire week. They have to mention that they saw the wheel spin. So I don't know if you want to decide between the two of you who's going to say spin that wheel, but whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Spin that wheel.
Yes.
I like the tone.
I like the point. Yeah.
Like I'm on a game show.
Yeah.
No whammy. Oh,
stop. Oh, that's a good one. Free 20-minute massage in one of our great massage chairs. No purchase necessary. So come in during store hours, 7 days a week. Test out these awesome, amazing shiatsu massage chairs. In fact, before you leave, feel free. Valonda's like,
she was lining up on the way in.
Yeah. So, you could be our first free massage winners, right?
I saw it on the show.
Yes. you qualify, Valonda. So I think it's time to introduce our guests.
Mhm.
We see them here. Jeremy and Valonda Banks. Welcome to Lancaster Connects.
Thank you for having us.
The watchers see them. We obviously they're here. We know they're here, right? Jeremy, you're a first timer on Lancaster Connects.
Yes. First time here.
Valonda, this is your second time on Lancaster Connects.
Is he laughing because you said watchers? Now I'm like,
I don't know. Well,
watchers are here.
Normally the term is watcheners. It's a combination of watchers and listeners.
It just hit me funny that we see them here. It's like, well, where else would they be? They're our guests here on the show. I don't know.
Look, sometimes words are difficult. We know this.
Over there,
we know this.
Are they at the wonderful Jewelers Vanscoy Mauer Dash? Are they at Park City Mall? I mean, I don't know.
Sometimes the brain just coordinates
just
strange words and then they come out.
This is the part in our analogy of we're flying the airplane with some technical difficulty. This is the part where the stewardess says, folks, it's time to strap that seatbelt tight.
We're
Make
gonna
sure
hit some
any
turbulence.
loose objects are stowed and be prepared for tuck and cover. I'm just saying.
Yep. Well, here we go. We're off to a great start. Valonda and Jeremy represent Liberty Employment Solutions. Welcome to Lancaster Connects.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Good to be back.
Good. Well, it's great to have you back. We reconnected. It was like over the summer at was it a Northern Lancaster Chamber event?
A Hot Iron Spire event.
Yes. And we talked about having you back on the show. In fact, you recommended some guests to be on the show. You took me to them, physically took me to them at the event and said, hey, you got to have this person on the show. We've had them on your show. And we talked about having you back on it. It took a while to book, but here we are.
Yeah.
In 2026.
And she brought her friends.
Yes. Yeah. So why don't you introduce yourself and what you do with Liberty Employment Solutions?
Yeah. So my name is Jeremy Banks. I am a partner in Liberty Employment Solutions, and I do all the, let's say, operational things. So like the buying of things for the office, the basically our employees have to work harder when I'm around because I distract them so much.
He's called the Chief Distraction Officer.
The CEO.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that's who I am.
All right.
Yeah.
Valonda.
I am the managing partner of Liberty Employment Solutions. Jeremy and I started about 8 years ago, and he has come in and out as needed. There have been seasons where he's been hands-on doing business development, actually client appointments, and then there have been seasons where he's been able to take a back seat, which I think he enjoys the back seat.
I do.
He's a good backseat driver.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what is Liberty Employment Solutions? For those who didn't hear the show before, I think it was probably 2 or 3 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
2 years ago. Obviously, you can look up past episodes on LancasterConnects.com. There's an episodes page, and you can scroll through past episodes. But for somebody that
2024, because we were talking about the Eagles
2024. Okay.
last time too.
Goodness.
That's 2 years.
I don't have the womp womp.
Yeah, the sad trombone.
This is the new thing. We haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah. Eagles had a rough end of their season, but we don't need to specifically talk about that now. Let's talk about Liberty Employment Solutions.
So Liberty exists to help business owners and operational leaders align their people and their processes to the organizational mission. We call ourselves the anti-HR consultants. Because we really believe when you build it from the bottom up, it's healthier than when you put an HR compliance hat on, sit on the organization.
As evidenced by the CDO title. Chief Distract, like there's no way an HR Herald would stamp a podcast episode with CDO.
Yeah, and there would be moments where if you came into the office, you would go, HR consulting firm. Like one young lady said to Jeremy one time when he was giving her a hard time distracting her, I want to talk to HR. He's like, I am HR. Have a seat and get back to work.
That's a true story.
Love it.
Yeah.
Chief Distraction Officer. I like it.
So really anything that's not payroll and benefits that has to do with people and very much the organizational behavior side of that. And just helping people understand how to work together.
Very good.
Yep.
Very, very good. So from your perspective, Jeremy, on how Liberty began, why is this important to you? Why do you love it? Why do you get involved? And I know you got some other things you do, but let's talk about that first.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Liberty came about because we were at a season of our life where We had a young daughter at the time, and Valonda wanted to spend more time with her at home. And she's like, well, what can we do to make money? Because she was working full time. And she's like, well, I have this idea. I can do some RPO, which is recruitment process outsourcing. So I was like, sure, go ahead. Right. And honestly, she kind of just took the bull by the horns and just really ran with it. And so we started that in like June of 18. And by the end of 2019, we had either a choice to make. We had a choice to make. It was either run, maybe really make a go of this as a legit business, or start turning clients away. And so we kind of just rolled the dice. I have a casino background, a lot of gambling references, what I like to do. So it's like, hey, just take a gamble. So we ended up hiring our first employee in December of 2019. By February of 2020, we had hired our second employee, which was crazy to think about it, because again, this is our spare bedroom side gig that we
Sure.
And so just the way the Lord works, it kind of just blessed it. And then obviously we all know what happened in March of 2020.
Yeah.
And,
6 weeks after we opened our first office.
Right. And hired your second employee.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we were at home for a couple of weeks, and then we're like, you know what, we deem ourselves essential because we're doing essential businesses.
Yeah, sure.
And so honestly, through that, the early part of 2020, by August of 2020, we had, I think, 5 employees, and we had more business than we know what to do with at the time.
We were already
crazy.
bigger than that office. I thought we'd be there forever. A little office in Loyola. And by the end of the year, we didn't have enough room for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
So what do you attribute that rapid growth to?
A couple different things. We were small enough and nimble enough that we could actually solve real problems, and we weren't pulling out a template. We were actually really having to figure it out with people. And that was when the hiring market was just a pain. And so we were doing digital ads before there was a lot of digital advertising and hiring. And so, yeah, we got problem solving. We got recognized by the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program, and we were selected to participate based on what we were doing and how we were doing it. Because technically we weren't quite big enough, and we also didn't quite drive enough revenue to qualify. And that significantly impacted us. We came out of that, and I almost broke us, because I don't like to say no to people who need hiring help or any kind of organizational help now.
Right.
And so I just kept saying yes. And yeah, almost broke us. But that was the market meeting like a group of people who were willing to pioneer problem solving in the hiring market. And yeah, a couple of years later, then the hiring market eased up, and clients were like, well, we don't need you to hire, but we love how you think. What else can you do? We weren't designed to do anything else. So we went through kind of a painful 2023 where we realized we had an SBA lender who called us for help, and the types of loans they were giving, they were actually also giving advisory services. And so we started to do a couple little projects for them. I'm like, oh my gosh, we could sell these. And so sure enough, we started working on additional things for clients. And now we have a holistic approach that it's about how you're attracting people, how you're identifying people, and how you're retaining those right people that you've attracted and found. So now it's way more holistic, and hiring, which was probably like it was 100% of what we did at the time, is now about 30.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you like have almost an entirely different business
For sure.
Yeah.
as it's become.
Yeah. Yep.
Very cool.
You mentioned that you help organizations solve big issues. What are some of those big issues that organizations face?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting.
Or challenges?
Yeah. So so often everything rides on assumptions. And so people constantly in the hiring world are making assumptions in the hiring process, but also in the actual day-to-day. And so we work really hard to help people uncover those assumptions. One of them, and I'm afraid this will take us back to the Eagles for just a moment.
It's okay.
Is
just wallow in it.
Oh,
You said RPO, and not to distract you, you said RPO. I'm
yes.
like, yeah, run past option, which we didn't use any at all this year.
Oh,
I digress.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? That's such. Oh, let's just go there for a minute. Yeah. Yep.
Is that your desk?
No, that was our operation manager's desk. I literally took my Jalen Hurts action figure and my Brandon Graham signed Super Bowl 52 helmet and put it under the table when I got back to the office after the playoff game. So this is such a great example, and this happens all the time. Kevin Patullo was with Nick.
Who is Kevin Patullo?
Patullo, for those of you who don't know, is the offensive coordinator for offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, here's what's interesting.
That's our Super Bowl win.
He used to be the passing coordinator. He had a decent history in the NFL as an assistant coach in various offensive positions, but never in the leadership position.
Yep.
Okay.
We gave him a championship offense without the skill set required to take that championship offense back.
Okay.
So essentially, I don't know if you've heard of the Peter principle. It's this idea that you promote someone past their skill set. When you do that, it's incredibly unfair to that human. Ask his wife, who had to call the people to come unegg his house.
Yeah, which Philly fans do better.
That was in New Jersey, which, by the way, Patullo's from New Jersey. So the fact that he thought that crossed the line, I'm like, that was your natives. Oh, God bless him. Did we put him on screen? Here's the thing. It's not fair to him. A leader put him in a position that he was not skilled for. It hurt the organization. It hurt the fan base, and it hurt Nick Sirianni's leadership because he could have pulled the plug anywhere through there. Sure. That happens every day in the workplace. We had a client call us. We just did an assessment, a people strategy assessment, where we looked at their attraction, how they're showing themselves to the job market. We looked at their hiring practices. We looked at and we score all of these things in the assessment. And then we looked at their HR framework. And they asked us to come because they had gone through this painful situation that we all have gone through with the Philadelphia Eagles, where they made this decision unilaterally that we are going to promote from within. They didn't look at personnel. They didn't look at skill set. They said this year, instead of hiring from the outside, we're going to promote from within. So they tagged a couple people who were performing well in the position they were already in, like a passing coordinator, and said, we deem you this. Now here's some training. And when these people came back, one of them in particular kind of got a little bit bigger than her role, and she started overreaching to the point that she ends up knocking on the founder and owner's door and saying, I'm not really happy with how things are going, so here's what I'm going to need you to do.
Oh, wow.
Now, wisely, he sat back and said, well, last I checked, this thing is still in my name, so no. And there's the door. But when she left, she took her friend from another department. She took the guy that she was in a relationship with. And so lack of looking at what skill set do we have and where can it go led to 3 people leaving the organization. Now, let's not talk about AJ Brown and how he behaved about all of this. But if we lose more talent because of that decision, he shouldn't have been put in that role. He wasn't ready. And so that kind of stuff happens all the time, Ben. Yeah. And so one of the things we do is just, when we get there early enough, is to help demystify, all of the, what is she doing? Why is it happening that way? I don't know how many times, just going back to Philly, where you'd hear Nick on a press conference. I'm pointing to YouTube because that's where I saw him on the press conference. And he's like, that's my responsibility. And I take full, okay, then take responsibility. Yeah. And yeah, it's painful, but you got to make a change. We all thought maybe the creativity was being saved for playoffs. No, it wasn't there.
It just wasn't there.
It wasn't there. So that's the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I use the Eagles all the time.
Great example. So
analogies.
The Eagles losing actually helped make this episode of Lancaster Connects incredible, right?
Boy, aren't you glass half full? I'd rather have the win.
I know you would.
I
know Jeff would.
This is my, that was quite possibly the awfulest thing said on this show. Face.
This is I am now last timer. Thank you very much.
I will always want to win.
I know.
I mean, I bought a
I feel the passion.
I bought a replica Super Bowl ring for $40. I mean, it's a knockoff, obviously, but I bought it so I could wear it in this playoff run. And now it sits lonely on the shelf.
Did the wings pop out?
The wings pop out. It's very cool.
I want to see it.
It's a Saquon Barkley knockoff.
Next year.
Yeah.
There's always
No, a lot of great points there about promoting the wrong people. You know, here at Gardeners, we had Pete Ruggieri, bless his soul. He's rest in peace, Pete. Former member of our team. Pete was the guy that started the Santa Stumble in Lancaster. You know, and that was something we fostered and allowed for him to chase as a passion project here in our four walls. And he had people come here and buy tickets. But, you know, as we were growing and looking to open our second store, and maybe more at the time, not anymore, we know we can just serve an awful lot of people out of this central location here in the county. But I was pushing Pete to that manager role, and he just didn't want it. So I just thought he'd be great. He can sell. He's very personable. He can make people laugh. All good qualities. But he didn't want it, you know, and I never had that focused conversation of, do you want it? And so it created conflict, and we got through it. But there's a lot of lessons of what you shared there about the Eagles organization. I'll add one more, since you brought up AJ Brown. Many people, whether you're a football fan or not, or a hardcore Eagles fan or not, we all saw the argument on the sidelines in the playoff game. But did you pick up when Jordan Davis came off? He took the helmet to the shin. He got injured, came off the field, and Jordan Davis walks off the field, and he's like really grimacing in pain. He took a big helmet hit to the shin, and he comes off the field and walks right in front of Nick Sirianni. And Nick just walks right down the sideline, doesn't acknowledge him, doesn't dap him up, say, hey, man, I see you working hard. You all right? You'll get better? Nothing. So here's a leader who buys into the drama and gets into an argument in the moment, but then doesn't take an opportunity for a player that really needs, you know, probably an attaboy at that moment in time.
Yeah, absolutely.
To me, that said a lot. It answered a lot of questions that I'd had as a fan. But I just share that because I think it's a really great leadership story. Like, pay attention to the people you pour into.
Yeah.
And the energies and the deposits and withdrawals that you put into. I would say that moment with AJ Brown on the sideline was a definite withdrawal in the moment. Sucked the energy of the game down. Whereas there was a moment to deposit into a guy like Jordan Davis who was injured. So you can use these names for anybody in your company you want or organization and choose as a leader. You can buy into the drama, or you can support the need to level people up and give them some praise when they need it.
It's so good.
So
yeah.
Are we done with the football?
Jeff G for coach.
On my vote.
So when you start working with an organization, what does that process look like? Can you kind of walk us through how you start with the client and how you help them solve their challenges like you laid out there?
Yeah, we start with a people strategy assessment. I mean, we very much take a doctor approach to it. Like, you show up and your ankles hurt, but your hips are out of alignment. We're going straight for the hips. Like, we'll get to the ankles when we get there. And so a lot of times in our people strategy assessment, we're looking for two things. I don't always tell clients this, so now it's out there, but I'm looking, like, number one, do you have a problem that Liberty can solve? Through this assessment, it takes about a week and a half. It's 2 meetings, and then you get a scorecard of the different things that we looked at. Do you have problems we can solve? And do we want to work with you to solve them? Because the one thing I think, and this is early on, and Jeremy really helped me with this. This is back when he was actually meeting with clients too, is that, if you really want the problem solved, then we need to get to the root. And not every organization or leader is willing to actually let us behind the curtain. And if we can't get behind the curtain to get to the root, it's not going to work. And so we have literally had clients that we've said goodbye to because they didn't want us to solve problems. They just wanted us to do work, like pre-screen candidates and things like that, which that's good work, but our people are problem solvers. So that assessment, we go back and we look to see, is there a problem and do we want to solve it with you? And that I look specifically for the places where we might get into a little bit of a tangle, because I want to see if we go on a journey long-term. Some of our clients are 3-4 year clients. So we're going through life with them. We had a client who, one of his employees was in a motor vehicular accident that resulted in manslaughter. And he's like, I need to take care of these people. Well, he has to trust us to do that. And he's got to trust that we're going to tell him the truth when it's easy to hear and when it's tough. And so, yeah, we're like, we're going on a journey. And so the kind of people that we work with are the kind of people that just want the heavy lifting of the people stuff off their plate so they can focus on what it is that they do well. And so, yeah, that first phase, that people strategy assessment really gets us get to know each other to see if we want to do this long term.
Is there a question for if you're a Cowboys fan on that assessment?
Oddly enough,
In our interview process internally, yes, but externally, no. It just gives us the ability to like help people see the light.
Right.
So
Yeah,
if we can get with them, Jeff, we've
Right.
got the opportunity.
Yeah.
Our Cowboys fan clients get Eagles keychains
Love
after we play them and beat them in the mail or in person.
it. Love it.
That's fantastic.
Oh yeah, and a tissue box. It's a keychain
Oh.
with a tissue box.
And if
That was Jeremy's idea?
no,
Oh.
listen, this is all her.
Okay.
He's a Ravens fan.
Yeah, we know this.
Yeah.
Who's the Ravens nemesis? Is that
Steelers.
just the Steelers? Okay, yeah.
That's a big
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Which oddly
Um,
enough, my father-in-law and brother-in-law are both Steelers fans.
Okay.
So, but I love them dearly. They're awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, I can't stand the Steelers.
Yeah.
And I'm in Lancaster, so it's either Eagles
Yeah.
or Steelers.
We get a good mix. We actually get
Yeah.
Ravens fans.
Yeah.
We're doing our gift with purchase thing. We brought some samples into what that is. We've got Steelers, Ravens, and Eagles out there, I think.
Oh, they
Those
they,
Yetis.
they saw the cups. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I figured I was on camera. I was going to take one.
Yeah, we have
That's
cameras. We have
good.
cameras. For sure.
Do you work with big companies, small companies, all sizes?
Usually
Talk about
small, medium.
Small to medium.
So, she was talking about the SBA lender that we were working with. They do they do some like solopreneurs, like people who are just starting out. They just want some
Yeah.
help. Hey, I'm looking to hire here over the next 6 months or so. What do I need to have in place in
Mhm.
order to do that effectively? So from solopreneurs up to, or we had that one client at over 300 employees.
Oh, wow.
What most of the common is either they're a family business or they're family business or they came from startup most of the time.
Yeah.
And the people who engage us are usually people who are really good at what they do. And the people part is a little bit of a question mark. So that client that he was talking about was out of Ohio. And it is a family business, $300 million company. They have
Wow.
300 employees, but have not had to have a full-time HR. And that's the other, I should say a full-time HR personnel seat. They have somebody taking care of benefits and payroll, and they do such a good job of training their middle level managers that they haven't needed a full-time HR. So
Wow.
all those, that's our sweet spot. Is really our goal is to keep that until you have 100 employees, you really don't need a full-time HR. So how can we empower our clients with tools and processes to coach them? In some cases, we sit in the HR seat for clients, not
Yeah.
a lot, but
So how do you step in place of? I'm not sure the radio ad I'm thinking of. It's on satellite radio.
Bamboo HR,
something like that.
Bambi.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
both.
yeah.
They're both.
So is that like HR in an app, HR in a box?
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
So Bambi is that HR in a, call us at this number and you will answer your questions and here's the app, etc. Yeah, our approach is one of our values is relational service. We can serve you to the degree that we know you. So
I love that.
I'm sure that Bambi has its place with people, but for us, it's about the relationship. So I'm not going to come in and tell you how to lead even the people side of your organization until I understand who you are and what your values are, because then everything we build is going to be based on those.
Yeah.
And I know, that Bambi's not.
Say that
doing
again.
that.
Serve you at the place we get to know you.
We can serve
Yeah.
you to the degree that we know you. So the better
Yeah,
I know
I like
you,
that.
the better we can serve you as a human, but also as the organization.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I mean, shameless self plug. That's why we do what we do here at the store and spend the time we spend up front. We try. Obviously, we're not going to like put our customers in a chicken wing and say, no, you will talk with us first. We're not going to do that, but we really try to guide and understand, because there's no school for buying a mattress for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There's not even a book for dummies on it. Maybe we should write one. Mattress,
Didn't you?
mattress buying for dummies.
Isn't that what
Shopping for
Sleep
Dummies.
Better is?
Well, Sleep Better is yeah, kind of, but maybe that's a new title. I don't know.
Sleep Better for Dummies.
AKA Sleep Better for Dummies.
Yeah.
There's probably a trademark there that
Yeah.
get it for John.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're just talking.
Oh, yeah.
Calm down,
Yeah.
attorneys
Yeah.
for dummies books.
Seriously.
Calm down. Anyway, but I love that. You know, we serve you at the level we get to know you.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's what we do here. And you know, somebody wants to lay down on beds and test them out right away. We're fine with that. We get our answers because we want to serve you at that high level. I like that.
It's also another reason why, you know, she was talking about earlier, why we're very choosy with who we want to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're not going to be reciprocal in terms of, you know, to be relational, it's going to be friction there.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be fun for anyone involved. So that's why we kind of operate the way we do.
Yeah. Are many of your businesses local? Or a lot of them Lancaster-based businesses?
We worked really hard since the last time we talked to you. We've gone on a campaign to really work with Lancaster business owners. Goldman Sachs led us to Philly and New York. So last time I talked to you, I think 70% of our business was outside Lancaster County.
Yeah.
And we've flipped that.
That's
the
awesome.
very large client I told you about, we identified that they outgrew us before they did. So we actually said goodbye to them last year, which was, you know, bittersweet because we really enjoyed working with them, but we weren't solving problems for them anymore. And our people were like, this is what we do, and they don't need us to do that. So
Yeah.
anyway, so now I would say we are almost at 100%. We have a Philly client and a New York client and a Pittsburgh client. But yeah, for the most part, we're right here, which allows us to do more in person.
Yeah.
And we like that. We like that a lot better.
What does in person mean? You at their facility, or they with you, or a combination of both? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So we try to have them come in, but then we want to see their space. We want to see what it looks like. And what it feels like, because, you know, we're not coaching them to do their people stuff in our office, but a lot of times our first meetings are there. Or if there's a meeting and they don't have a good meeting space, they can bring their employees. We have clients that will interview in our space. We have meeting space, so they can
like neutral
interview.
ground.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's our office space right there.
That's
Okay,
our
yeah.
conference table.
And where
That's
is that?
interesting.
That is right in Supply Mannheim. They have an incredible organization. We lease an office there. So they have leased office space. They have event space. We actually did an offsite there before we moved in there. And our clients, when they walk in, they say, man, this just feels different than our little office in Leola.
So is this like a co-working type space?
Kind of, but not really. It's not co-working where you just show up. There's corporate memberships. So local businesses can have a corporate membership there. There's an all-white studio to do photo
pretty big,
shoots,
too.
video shoots. Yeah, lots of cool meeting space. So definitely check out Supply Mannheim. They're amazing to work with. We've been there now for 3-4 years.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We love it there. And
3-4
we've been
years.
able to expand, contract. Yeah, it's a great space.
I made the neutral ground comment because, like, when I did foster dog work, we would always meet on neutral ground because you got the personality of the dog you already have in your home, and you got the personality of the dog you might be fostering for a time period or looking to adopt, and so you go on neutral ground.
Yeah.
Because it takes everybody out of their defined element, takes everybody out of their space where they might hold something too tight.
Yeah.
And that's both sides.
And in a family business, that that is clutch. So we went through a
neat.
flood in July. So we were out of the office for a whole month, but we were dealing with a family business. And shout out to our the property owners, Brian and Heather Zemer. Brian also owns Utility Keystone Trailer Sales in Mannheim, and started an organization called Men of Iron. They're phenomenal. In any case, we couldn't be in the building, but we were working with a family business, and this was great. We were partnering with the couple's therapist and a business succession planner, and we came to the table, and the three of us helped to support the family going through the transition. It was second to third gen, and like that. To your point, they needed neutral ground. The mom was like, "You can come here," and I'm like, "Nope, we're not going to your house. We can meet in the office."
You're not going to ply us with
We're not-
sweet treats from mom.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna Nope,
Hold
we're
on.
going to get in a space where nobody's comfortable so we can
Right.
get to what's going on,
Yeah.
what we can do to move forward.
That is, I think, honestly, and this is maybe a proud husband moment, if you will, not only business partner but husband. Like Valonda's really, really good at just like cutting through all the crap, so to speak,
Mhm.
and really getting down to the root of what the issue is and calling that out and being
Right.
bold enough to call that out.
Right.
It's one of the things that really attracted me to her when I first met her, and yeah, I'm just super proud about how she's the boldness that she has when she goes into these businesses.
Yeah.
Because again, we are Little Liberty and out of Mannheim, PA, and she's going into these bigger organizations with just the boldness.
Yeah.
And like, hey, I can help you, but I'm bringing the truth with me.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
so good.
I'm sure they appreciate hearing.
That's so good. Amen.
Somebody
Love it.
on the team
Amen.
made that.
I love that.
That actually, it was a card from a client and elite coach. Shout out to them. And yeah, I don't know what that was for. I think it was a birthday post or something.
Because you're awesome. That's what it was for.
Mm.
It says so right on the screen.
That's right.
Well, here's the thing,
Right there.
and this is going back to like organic growth and values. Liberty, like I'll never forget the conversation when we walked through the door the first day
Of the Leo.
of the Leola office. It was the first office, and I said to Jeremy, "We never talked about this. Like it was kind of serendipitous and last minute all at the same, which is just us." We're walking in, holding hands. The sun is like shining behind us into the office. Nobody's there yet. And I was like, oh, we didn't talk about this. Like, what kind of employers do we want to be? And do you remember what you said? Because I'll never forget it.
I say a lot of stuff, so I don't remember
Say
everything.
a lot of smart stuff. There's so much smart stuff there. He's like, I want this to be like the place that we would have wanted to work, but didn't get to.
Yeah.
And I want to leave people better than when we found them.
That's cool.
And I said, I want to hire adults and treat them like that. And so our values kind of came out of, first of all, who we were. So the relational service was kind of me because I want to know and I have a million questions. And Jeremy, it's authenticity because Jeremy walks to the beat of his own drum. The fact that we have a collared shirt on here and he's on camera is like a minor miracle. I didn't know what I was going to.
Lancaster Connects did that.
Absolutely.
What,
And-
if left
We're
to your own
honored.
devices, how would you have shown up?
Probably athletic shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Even in this weather.
Yeah.
So authenticity, like our tagline for authenticity is we can't be what we ain't is, because Jeremy taught us that. So when he truthfully has said to me so many times, like, I don't understand how I got to be a part of this. I'm like, this never would have happened. And the boldness that I can walk in is because I live with a man who's not afraid to say what he thinks. And so thank you. That was really kind. But truthfully, like you just don't, that's why people in our office appreciate him. Even though you don't know what's coming, he means it.
Right.
So there's no second guessing what Jeremy's thinking or how he's feeling because it's out there.
So that I hope I don't butcher it, but your statement of we can't be what we ain't is that close cousins of it don't always be like it is, but it do?
Say it one more time.
It don't always be like it is, but it do?
Yes.
Isn't that Marshawn Lynch? I'm pretty sure.
no,
Marshawn
it's an
Lynch.
old basketball quote, I think.
It's an old basketball.
Yeah. I
But
forget who
Marshawn
said
Lynch.
it. Yeah.
Cringy,
Or no, baseball.
the cringy part about this is both of us have mothers who were English teachers. My mother
Sorry,
died
Mom.
in 2004. She just rolled over, and Jeremy's mom is sitting in Erie in retirement going, dear God,
Sorry.
where did I go wrong?
Well, wait till I tell you about how I use commas.
Well, that saves lives.
I just sprinkle them in like I'm seasoning something
Oh man.
on my documents.
Yeah, there it is. Look at this.
They don't think it be like it
there it
is,
is.
but the Oscar, the wise, great Oscar Gamble. So at any rate, a couple things I wanted to comment on. You said it. Your values are that you leave companies better than when you found them. And I think that speaks to, or something to that.
The people.
Companies and people.
Yeah, the
Okay,
people.
thank you. I can tell I said something
Very
that
good.
wasn't quite on.
That's good.
Now you're going to hear about it.
Yeah. But you shared that in a client that just got bigger than your services.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, and they left with a better foundation, a better stack of process, procedure,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
than when you began together. So that's
Yeah.
great. So you said one of the things you love about Valonda is her ability to cut through and see stuff right away.
Yeah.
Valonda, what would you have to say?
About Jeremy?
Yeah. Just put you on
Jeremy,
the spot here.
oh no, I think about this stuff all the time.
And
I
prop
talk
up-
about
and
it all the
prop up
time.
My seatmate on this
That's
side.
good.
No, Jeremy is one of the single funniest humans that I have ever met. The first time that we had a fight, it wasn't even really a fight. The first time things got weird, within 15 minutes.
This is a
Before they got weird.
Well, you know, when you get to that place,
How's that?
So 41 minutes in on the replay, you can go look at this before we send you the video
Okay.
recording.
Sounds
All right,
good.
Valonda, you're on.
it just was, yeah, you know, the first time that when you're dating, you get in this place and you're like, what's this? He made me laugh within 10 minutes of the what's this? Laughed so hard. He opened the car door for me. It was after dinner and we're like quiet and kind of fumy.
She was
And-
fuming. I was fine.
He opened
Fumy
the
and fun.
car door. What did you say?
Oh, so this one I do remember. So this is about 12, almost 13 years ago. We're coming out of dinner. Sorry.
Banging on the table.
Sorry. So we were walking back to the parking garage. We're in Lancaster City.
The
Walking-
Himalayan.
Yep, with the Himalayan.
great place.
Yeah. And we're walking back to the parking garage, and she's mad at me for whatever reason. And so again, we're early on in our dating, so I'm trying to put on a good put a good foot forward. Always open the door for her. Well, she was in the mood, and so she goes to open the door herself, and I just yelled at the top of my lungs, "Get off of it!"
In the parking garage. So
And
it echoed. He opens the door. I'm laughing so hard. I fall face first and rear end in the air. Like, oh. So yeah, no, I love that because
That's awesome.
whether it's with the two of us or whether it's in a family setting, like I called him. I was like, are you nervous today? He's like, no, but you should be because you never know what's going to happen. When I open this, I'm like, I know.
We're giving Jeremy a nice outfit and a microphone, so watch out.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. No, I'm on a good behavior today, so we're good.
So just started a new year. We're in January 2026. What does the future hold for the rest of the year for Liberty Employment Solutions and beyond?
That's a great question.
It's such a good question. We
That's
our
why I put it on the paper.
That's
motto this year is steady and stabilized to scale. We had our first full staff meeting today, and we just had a team member who was a big part of our team leave. She gave us a month notice. We love her. We wish her the best. But it was like, it felt different today. And so we talked about the Eagles and how like the 2 seasons ago when a couple of the long time guys who were, just the anchors on the team left, I'm like, it's not going to be the same and it's going to be different, and that's going to be okay. And it's even okay to grieve that. So anyway, we've just had such tremendous growth in the past that we just need this year. And for the last 2 years, we've developed these new products and services. And so now we got it. So now we're just studying, we're customizing, and the goal is to scale end of 2026, 2027.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I also just think we're maturing too. Now we're maturing as business owners. We've been in business for 8 years now, going on 8 years. And even as a married couple running a business, each of us doing kind of our own thing a little bit too. Like just being mature in that and just being able to say, okay, I see where you are right now. Take the time, take the space.
Yeah.
Shout out to our employees too, because they stuck with us through some crazy times last year, over the last couple of years. And so I'm just grateful for, to them, riding out the storms of life with us. So
An entrepreneurship.
yeah.
This question just hit me when you were talking there, Jeremy. Is there like a busy season to what you do?
That's an easy one.
Like you said, some crazy times and
Yeah. I don't think I don't think so.
no. Okay. I didn't know if
No, it's not like it's springtime, it's our busiest.
Yeah.
Because businesses have their year round.
right. Sure.
It's seasonal in that the economy greatly impacts what our clients need, thus their urgency, thus it can feel more. When the economy eases for a season, they take a deep breath, but then if it tightens and they need help reorganizing, we've had seasons where we've helped sit down and help lay off 6 people for like a larger nonprofit. Like that's painful.
That is tough. Yeah.
Especially when one of those people is the person that introduced Liberty to the organization. That was a tough day.
Yeah.
So that's different
Yeah.
than the, okay, now the economy is easing up. People are starting to spend money on my services as a, landscaper or whatever. And so now I need help hiring. So what we do has a seasonality to it, but it follows the economy, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I never really thought about it in that way, but yeah, you're helping them with their most difficult decisions. And
Yeah.
Hiring's just one half of it, right?
Yeah.
Or one side of it.
Yeah.
There's the other side that, businesses need help walking through.
Yeah.
You're that safety net for the business. I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very cool. I think we are at the time
Oh
for
my gosh.
This is the thing about the in-person ones, because you were on virtually.
Mhm.
The in-person ones, we fly by because we're having fun. But it is time for Connection Cocktail.
Oh,
Let's do it. You ready?
yeah.
Trying to remember what
We
connection
totally,
cocktail.
we totally
Connection cocktail is just a few questions to get to know our guests a little bit better. I mean, we I think we know
Sorry.
you. We got some football, stuff out of the way, and
Yes.
we'll
It's-
shift gears,
Excuse me.
maybe off the field.
I'm about to mute you. Football
You can
is-
sad trombone me, or
Football is.
Slide
I don't
me
know
or-
those buttons.
it's just
My
try
cheat
one.
code for the. I'm
You
not
got
gonna-
1 out of 9 chances there.
Hey, I already said we're working with a busted airplane. I don't know. The B button might like blow it up.
Just- yep.
So we
Chris
won't
is like,
do that.
Abort.
Yeah, we won't do
I
that.
might cut the engine.
But it's always about football.
That's okay.
You never put football.
You can't put football in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in
Nobody
the corner.
puts football in
Nobody
the
puts
corner.
football in the corner.
I literally just put
Wanted to
that.
clear the. I'm sorry, Lancaster Connects fans, that you were just put through that. It'll be addressed later. All right, first question. Are we ready for
Born
Connection Cocktail?
Born ready.
All right, so you can both answer this one either together or individually. It's up
Or
to you.
for each other.
Oh no.
Oh, that would
that could
be,
be fun.
yeah. Let's do that.
Here, see, here we go.
Let's
like
do that.
So music or podcast on a long drive, what are you tuning into?
I can tell you exactly what he's doing. It's an earbud. It's dance music, and this is what I hear from the passenger seat on the steering wheel.
Wait, you said earbud. Is that one earbud or?
Yeah, because legally you cannot have 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
So shout out to the law.
So you're listening to your own thing,
Don't break the
not
law
what's
here.
going on in the
Because we're
car.
trying to sleep. If it's long, my daughter and I are like, how fast can we knock out?
Yeah, and
Okay,
Valonda
alright.
really likes like a lot of boring stuff. So I don't want to hear that when I'm trying to drive. So
Okay,
It
so
put
what
you
am
to
I
sleep, yeah.
listening to?
You got to be safe.
yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. So Valonda's listening to a podcast,
Okay.
or she's listening to worship music.
Or Mark Broussard.
Yeah. Okay, he's not listening. Okay, number one, so you don't have to like name drop anybody. You're not sponsored.
Well, we wanted to know who.
Nice.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Someday, see the
but so
recording.
some like the style of music, like again, on paper, Blonde and I don't make any sense
Mm-mm,
whatsoever.
not a little,
Gotcha,
not a
gotcha.
Zero.
Mm-mm.
Like our styles of music are different. I like more hardcore music, like the screamo type
All right.
music.
All right. Well, name
Again.
name drop a band.
Look,
Like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Okay. Lancaster's finest, August Burns Red.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Hey,
Love it.
Great
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Love their music.
Does the band name Vision of Disorder mean anything to you?
Everything.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? So yeah, so it's, little things like that. So again, different styles of music, different
Side of
football
the table.
teams, different basketball
Yeah.
teams. Yes. Shout out August Burns Red.
There we go.
Shout out JB. He actually lives in a neighborhood next to ours. Good dude.
Nice.
Fantastic.
And
Nice.
also one of the best drummers, Matt Greiner.
Just saying, we've had Brett Michaels on the show. I would welcome an August Burns Red.
That it?
Oh,
that'd be cool.
I can text him.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
And
do it. Let's do it.
They can promote the tour there.
All right.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I think Jeremy's won round 1. Right. We're assigning points.
Oh,
Bro, you just like went that way. I
oh,
don't
let's
know.
go. There's competition.
That was the dumbest thing you could have said, because
Here we
Valanda's
go.
on your side.
Well,
of the table.
We got to have her. Yep. I mean,
she could whap you with her microphone if she wanted to.
she
And
can
that
make
would
it up
be
in round
funny.
2.
And that would be funny.
She can make it up in round 2. All right. If your friends had to, this is interesting because you're answering for each other. If your friends had to describe you using one word outside of work, what would it be? So you're describing Jeremy. Jeremy, you're describing Valonda.
Just remember, you got to go home together.
Yeah,
Actually, we didn't. We drove separate.
on purpose.
Loves on.
on purpose, in case you want to leave me again. That's beside the point.
I mean,
I would say passionate.
Okay, I can feel that.
certifiably crazy.
We said one word, but okay.
Crazy.
That's what.
Seriously.
Whose side is he on?
Hey, Chris, if you can mute mic number 3 so she can whop him, that would be hilarious.
I like those descriptions.
Certifiable.
All right. This one's could be fun.
Valonda won that round. Yeah, even though it was 2 words, we'll count it.
Thank
So
you.
it's 1-1.
All right. I don't know how we're going to tie break on this one, but let's
That's
see
like
where
the
we go.
flag. That's the give me flag. Like, that's the
Yeah,
missed
right.
passive
Yeah, I missed the
interference last
penalty
time.
and-
Here's a personal
yeah,
foul
right,
for you.
Right.
We call that a makeup call.
Makeup
Yeah,
call,
makeup call.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
What's a local business you love supporting that people should know about?
Can we answer this one for ourselves?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Lose Medicine.
What is lose medicine?
Oh, you're about to find out. Lose Medicine is run by Dr. Danielle Miller, who is a physician who left UPenn because she wanted to spend more than 10 minutes with the patient.
Sure.
And she built a direct primary care practice.
Oh, yeah.
And her business is just 2 years younger than mine. We met at a garage sale, got to be really good friends. We moved our entire family into her practice and into a direct primary care.
Shout out.
Yes.
Shout
Yeah.
out Luz.
And so we've been a part of that practice for 5 years. We've recommended a ton of people. She is very much about family medicine, but she does specialize in some women's type things. But if you notice the community health piece, she does events just to educate about all the different seasons of life. And she's expanding. I don't know how much I can say about that, but
Mhm,
she's
mhm.
opening up a second.
That's awesome.
And she's phenomenal. She should be a guest.
Yeah. So Gardner's has not Lose, but we have a relationship with direct primary care physician as well.
Mhm.
And we provide that for the whole team in addition to health insurance. But we've been on that for quite some time with our doctor there. But
It's such a great
it's-
solution.
it really is. I think when you look at Lose Medicine and what's her name?
Dr. Danielle Miller.
Danielle Miller. If you look what Danielle's doing there, as a family with maybe a high deductible where everything's got to go to that deductible, you might, and if you're a healthy family, this something like her service, you might just really consider because if you're going to have more than a couple doctor appointments in a month, it might,
Yeah.
I don't know her business completely, but it'd be definitely be worth checking out.
Yeah.
Especially as this year, new health premiums came out and they didn't get any cheaper. They always get higher. This might be something you check out because we can speak to it. So it's fantastic for us.
Interesting thing about her is somehow she's been able to put that practice together and still maintain. She literally built the practice to be able to spend the time with her kids that she wanted to.
Mm.
And I just spent some time with her last week and she said other people who are in her field after a couple years are burnt out, but she created such good boundaries around this that she's more energetic and passionate about it today than she ever has been.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, it's a great practice.
Fantastic.
What about you, sir?
That's a good question. It'd be between two.
Okay.
So one would be Positive in Ephrata.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
children's dentistry.
Yep.
Dr. Milk.
You
Have you
introduced.
had her?
I've reached out a few times.
Okay, she's busy. She's busy. It's great.
Yeah, she's got a phenomenal practice and a great building
Yep.
in Ephrata. She's so kind. You know, it takes a special person to work with kids. And so she's just crushing it.
Pediatric
awesome.
Yeah,
dentist.
pediatric dentistry.
Which I thought she was a vet because she had puppy paws on her
Yeah.
Yeah.
shirt. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I have a question about my dog's teeth because I have a French bulldog and they have a shark mouth. And she was like, yeah, I work on kids. It's embarrassing.
I'll bring the dog by at 8:00 at night. We'll get this done.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's it. So kind of like Liberty, like you say Positive, you think it's a vet of some sort. Kind of like Liberty, people think we're recruiters.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not what you see on the surface is not
Yeah.
exactly what it is. And the other one, you know, currently I'm working with a in a school, in a private school.
Mhm.
So I'm very passionate about Christian education right now.
Mm.
And so whether that's the school I work at or any other Christian school in Lancaster, it's always a good thing for families, an option for families
Yep.
who want, you know, the private education.
Yeah.
So big on Christian education.
Very good. Which school is that?
Lancaster County Christian School.
Very good.
Awesome.
Shout out Lions.
Go Lions.
Hey, go Lions.
Not Detroit Lions. Lancaster County
No.
Christian School.
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely not the Detroit Lions.
Absolutely not. But
Although our producer is a big Lions fan.
oh, really?
I said all that just completely not connecting dots. I'm sorry. Chris. I really am.
Your technology might not get fixed
Right.
now.
Yeah, right.
Show's dead. Feed's cut. Over.
That's it.
But no, very cool. Well, thank you for sharing. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Thank you for having us. Seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for being patient with our schedules. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love having you here.
So as we wrap up with the both of you, what is the best place, first step, somebody who's gotten to know you here on the show wants to engage with you, what would be that first step for them to do? Where should they go? Call, website? What should it be?
The website has our phone number. There's also probably the email and contact form is the fastest, but you're welcome to pick up the phone and call. But yeah, we'd love to hear what it is that might be a challenge and see if it's something we can work on together.
Very good. So that site, phone number, and socials, and the phone number there, 717-831-3050, would be a place to start. But use the website contact form, as Valonda said. That'll be the fastest way to go. libertyesolutions.com, and all that's in the show notes with this episode. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks, guys.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you don't mind hanging tight, we got a little bit of business to finish up,
Business.
and then we'll
Do it up.
wrap up the show. So my sleep better tip for you would be do what we did here today. Laugh, right? Put some fun, some, that pressure release into your day. You're feeling stressed, you're feeling anxious, whatever. Find a place to laugh, whether it's going to YouTube and typing up a funny Seinfeld episode, or
I was going to go there. That's my go-to, right?
yeah, whatever makes you giggle. Put some giggle in your life and you'll feel better. Certainly don't go to bed stressed out, because there's a lot your body's and brain has to do to really reboot. And, if you had to update your cell phone, but opened up 27 apps that had high speed memory attached to them and all kinds of RAM and other tech things I don't know, but I know it slows your phone down. I don't know. Your phone probably wouldn't reboot properly. Might crash, right? Freeze up. Same thing. Giggle, laugh, get some release at the end of the day so you can go to sleep stress-free and you can wake up happier. So pretty simple tip, but I would recommend that one. We've got more. We'll mail you a whole book of them. GardnersMattressandMore.com/sleep-better.
All right. Nicely done. Testimonial time for Gardner's Mattress and More. I'm assuming these came in over the weekend.
They did. I just laid them right here for you. At your
Very-
back. They're right there.
Very nice. So this is from William, who took the time to handwrite some thoughts back to us on our feedback form. And this was simple and to the point. What does William think of our process to assess sleep needs? And he said, excellent. Everything was 5-star from the time we entered your store until delivery and setup was completed. And William would definitely recommend Gardner's Mattress and More to anyone in the market for new sleeping accommodations. Couldn't have said it better
Thank you,
ourselves. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
That's it. That's the show. Thank you, Valonda. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will both enjoy football season stress-free, because we don't have a dog in the race anymore. But if you had to pick, who's winning?
I got Seattle.
Me too.
After Saturday night, oof, yeah.
I didn't watch
Anybody
any
getting
Seattle
past them.
games at all until this past weekend, and I'm like, oh wow,
Yeah, they look
the
good.
record reflects,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I would like to see Seattle win, because the Vikings, who I don't like as an Eagles fan, threw Sam Darnold away, and now he's showing them, which I think is
Mhm.
appropriate. Like,
Yeah.
make sure your process and
Mm,
your systems are right, so you don't get rid of the wrong people.
yes.
Is that a great way
Oh,
to end
wow.
the show?
Oh, so
Are
good.
you happy here, gardeners? Looking for additional opportunities?
I'm happy. But Sam Darnold needed some reinforcement. He didn't get it. He moved on it. Now he's in the NFC Championship.
Yep.
So
Yep.
anyway, well, we will see you next Monday, when we will know who is going to be in the Super Bowl. And we'll be here at 2:00 to maybe talk about it a little bit and have some more fun here on Lancaster Connects. Take care, everybody. Have a great week.
Just floated through the roof. So there you go.